Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past decade and a half, you know that Taylor Swift is one of, if not the biggest recording artist in the industry today. And she just keeps getting more popular. Not only is she a prolific songwriter, she also flexes her visual artistry muscles with her involved music videos. To that end, let's start this Taylor retrospective by taking a look at her top 20 music videos.
On the east side, where you at? Phone lights at my nightstand in the black.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic music videos Taylor Swift has given us over the years.
I bet you think about me.
Number 20, Teardrops on My Guitar. Let's start with this ultimate throwback. This was actually Swift's second music video ever, released way back in 2007.
Drew looks at me.
Teardrops on My Guitar is about a guy Swift has a crush on, and yet he keeps talking to her about another girl he likes. The video perfectly captures high school days and feels like a perfect representation of the emotional turmoil they tend to be filled with.
He's a reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
We'd also be remiss not to shout out musician and actor Tyler Hilton, who plays Swift's love interest. She was a fan of his, and it's not hard to see why. Needless to say, everyone involved in bringing Teardrops on My Guitar to life visually does an amazing job.
And he's all that I need to fall into.
Number 19, Ours. The music video for Ours brings a mature perspective and context to love.
Elevator buttons and morning air.
It first premiered in 2011 and topped the charts on numerous country channels, including Great American Country. We can't say we're surprised. The video's storyline follows Swift doing regular stuff like going to work and captures the often ordinary, bland energy that can accompany daily office life.
So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine.
Throughout, she fondly reminisces on the relationship with her military boyfriend, played by Zach Gilford. In the end, the two reunite as he returns from service in an absolutely adorable moment. You have to admit, it's super cute stuff.
But this love is ours.
Number 18, Mean.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me.
In one of her most empowering country hits, T-Swift gives us a banger of a song that calls out a jerk's bad behavior. The video was directed by Declan Whitebloom, who explained that it's a journey into multiple periods of time.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city.
Along with Swift and her band, two of the actors featured prominently are Joey King and Presley Cash, and they're all fantastic. We see a multitude of storylines focusing on people getting teased or mistreated, but those very same people come out on top, sending a message that you can always prove detractors wrong. It's an absolute classic that captures what it feels like to be undermined and continues to make people feel seen today.
And all you're ever gonna be is mean.
Number 17, I Can See You, Taylor's version, From the Vault.
You brush past me in the hallway and you don't think I can see it.
About 12 years after appearing in the clip for Mean, Presley Cash and Joey King starred in the video for I Can See You, From the Vault of Speak Now Taylor's version. In a unique twist, the video got its very first premiere at an Eras Tour concert.
'Cause I can see you waiting down the hall from me.
The exciting story focuses on a mission to save a locked-up Swift. In another epic twist, it also features the one and only Taylor Lautner. The concept is all about how Swifties have supported and empowered the singer to take her music back as she re-records her first 6 albums. That and all the Easter eggs scattered throughout make this impossible not to love.
I see you, baby.
Number 16, Back to December.
I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life? Tell me, how's your family?
The apology song that is Back to December is one of Swift's most poignant, and the video doesn't disappoint. It shows us a young woman, Swift, at home. She's unhappy, mourning a romance that ended due to her actions.
So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you saying I'm sorry.
We also see her past love seemingly also upset. Soon, snow falls indoors, which takes the frosty, sorrowful energy underscoring the piece to a new level, and we feel the devastation. The emotional crux of the story, meanwhile, comes as Swift pens a letter that her lover reads as the video ends. The whole thing takes us on an emotional journey that's both gorgeous and heartbreaking. We see regret and hurt personified, making for a timeless result.
I go back to December all the time.
Number 15, 22.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
The iconic shirt, the cute heart-shaped glasses, the immaculate vibes, what more could you ask for? The 22 music video features the ultimate happy-go-lucky T-Swift aesthetic.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
It's all about feeling good with a focus on a retro style and party vibes. Sure, it may be simple, but it perfectly depicts Swift's ability to just have good fun with those closest to her. It's a reminder to cherish friendships and have a little dance party every once in a while. Every time we watch it, we're inspired to do just that. 1 second, we just need to find some cat ears. Number 14, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough.
We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together has an amusing, eclectic music video. And though it was first released back in 2012, we never tire of revisiting it. It shows Swift in various situations, and we get a glimpse into a past romance while her ex constantly tries to reconcile.
I'm really gonna miss you picking fights, and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right.
But the message is clear. It'll never happen. Like, ever. It's lighthearted and doesn't take itself too seriously while still delivering the highest quality. In fact, it was touted as being, quote, the world's first true 4K music video. Oh, and did we mention it was filmed in one shot? The people in this song may never be getting back together, but we won't ever break up with this video.
We are never, ever getting back together.
Number 13, The Man.
I would be complex, I would be cool.
When it comes to Taylor Swift's music videos, this is among those that truly raised the bar and was the talk of the fandom when it came out in 2020. Apart from including a generous amount of Easter eggs, The Man features Swift herself, made up as a stereotypical businessman.
I'd be a fearless leader, I'd be an alpha type.
This was the first video that she directed completely alone, showcasing her artistic talents. Indeed, it perfectly captures the song's message about the double standards women face systematically. It was well received, and she notably won Best Direction at the 2020 MTV VMAs.
And I'd be the man, I'd be the man.
We also can't talk about the Lover era videos without shining a spotlight on the one for You Need to Calm Down. We still haven't recovered. Number 12, Delicate.
They sing for the best, my reputation's never been worse, so.
Delicate's music video embraces the concept of being your truest self and takes it to new heights as Swift temporarily becomes invisible to those around her. With this power of sorts, she can do whatever she wants because nobody is watching her.
Is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my head?
The video, directed by Joseph Kahn, embodies what Delicate is about. A new love and the fragility that comes with that, while telling a story about anonymity. It was generally well received, and many fans love it for all the adorable dancing in particular. Can we talk about that impressive split? Raise your hand if you had no idea T-Swift was that flexible.
Isn't it delicate?
Number 11, Style. If you're in the mood for a more conceptual, symbolic T-Swift music video to enjoy, look no further than Style.
Midnight, you come and pick me up, no headlights.
Directed by Kyle Newman, the clip doesn't have an explicit, obvious plot, instead relying on various scenes involving Swift and a beau. This, in turn, allows audiences to do their own analysis and come to their own conclusions.
'Cause you got that James Dean daydream look in your eye.
A video without a clear-cut plot might sound risky, but the one for Style nails the execution, making for one of the best visual works in Swift's catalog to date. Simple yet nuanced, it still holds up all these years later and remains a testament to her creative range.
We never go out of style. We never go out of style.
Number 10, Shake It Off.
I say out too late. Got nothing in my brain.
When life gets you down, you just gotta shake it off. This is arguably one of Swift's liveliest music videos ever. We just love seeing her dance and have the time of her life, and want to follow her lead.
'Cause the players gonna play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 hate.
It was directed by Mark Romanek, but he explained that it was a true collaboration, and that the core premise came from Swift. The goal was to create an anthem for the so-called geeky and maladroit, thus encouraging them not to care about other people's opinions. What's even cuter is the fact that the folks you see next to Taylor near the end are actually Swifties. It was the star's idea to involve her fans, and what a great idea it was.
Shake it off, I shake it off, I shake it off, I shake it off.
Number 9. Cardigan.
Vintage tee, brand new phone, high heels on.
Cottagecore girlies unite, it's Cardigan time. There's nothing better than the warm vibes featured throughout this video. Swift took the reins on this one, doing everything from directing to writing to styling, making it even more exciting. The story focuses on themes of self-discovery as we see Swift move through various scenes, which represent the start, demise, and aftermath of a romance.
I knew you, playing hide and seek and giving me a weekend.
It was shot amid the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, so Swift and her team followed stringent protocols to keep everyone safe. Yeah, you heard that right. Taylor handled hair, makeup, and clothes herself, making this extra impressive.
You put me on and said I was your favorite.
The coziness doesn't stop with Cardigan, though, as Evermore's Willow continues in the same narrative universe and more than delivers. Number 8. Wildest Dreams.
He said, let's get out of this town, drive out of the city.
This music video almost feels like a mini version of a movie. The storyline focuses on a Hollywood romance and even has a plot twist, all done in almost 4 minutes. That's pretty noteworthy stuff if you ask us.
Do you remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe?
Starring is Swift herself alongside Scott Eastwood. They bring to life 2 actors working on a film in Africa together in the 50s. The pair begins an intense relationship. But when they're back home by the end, we see that Eastwood's character Robert is actually married. To say we're invested in the tale being woven would be an understatement. The old Hollywood aesthetic that permeates the proceedings is just the cherry on top.
Wildest dreams I had.
Number 7. Bad Blood. Okay, we see you and your amazing budget.
'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love.
This music video has absolutely everything. Girl squad power, action, and a badass revenge narrative. Oh, and it's serving some pretty amazing looks, too. The Joseph Kahn-directed work was filmed in Los Angeles, although the location is described as a fictionalized version of London. The cast, for its part, is pretty extensive. Indeed, apart from featured artist Kendrick Lamar, it includes the likes of Selena Gomez, Cara Delevingne, Zendaya, and even Cindy Crawford, to name a few. This remains one of Swift's most loved visuals, with one critic even describing it as the Avengers of music videos.
Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times.
That and the more than 1.5 billion YouTube views it has amassed speak for themselves.
And baby, now we got bad blood.
Number 6. Love Story. You can't possibly talk about Taylor Swift without talking about the masterpiece that is Love Story.
We were both young when I first saw you.
The song and its music video probably led to many folks becoming Swifties, if they weren't already, that is. Trey Fanjoy directed the video, which riffs on the Romeo and Juliet narrative with a twist that unfolds in the lyrics.
And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone.
Basically, it gives us the epic romance many younglings dream of, adding both a medieval and modern flair to boot. Swift, of course, radiates a charming, regal energy throughout all of this. It's cute, timeless, and will forever be one of her top videos. It just has that Hall of Fame vibe, doesn't it?
It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Number 5. Antihero.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons.
We love when Swift writes and directs her own stuff. Antihero has a fantastically put-together, acclaimed music video, showcasing what she does best when it comes to creativity and Easter eggs. Plus, the ghosts are hilariously adorable, and the underlying theme of her intrusive thoughts playing out in front of our eyes is ultra relatable.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
We also have to give major props to the actors playing her fictional family, because they knock it out of the park. There's a lot to enjoy, like the multiple Taylors. The storytelling aspect in particular makes the video a treat, with the right balance of dark and light moments.
It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
It's quite the contrast to the shimmering Bejeweled video, isn't it? We could watch both of these for hours. Number 4, Look What You Made Me Do. Look What You Made Me Do was Swift's comeback song in 2017, and the music video was rightfully the talk of the town.
I don't like your little games.
So what makes it so great? First of all, there's a lot going on, and if you dare to blink, you will miss an Easter egg or two. It also depicts many moments in her career, ending with the utterly iconic scene featuring different versions of Taylor from her various eras. It's self-aware, pokes fun at the media circus that has often surrounded her life, and thus sees her reclaiming her story in a way.
I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me.
This and the amazing video for Ready For It have us ready to revisit the Reputation era any day of the week.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Number 3, Blank Space.
Nice to meet you where you been. I could show you incredible things.
Here comes another Joseph Kahn-directed music video, so you already know it's a masterpiece. The aesthetic on display is just pure perfection. The clip features Swift as this antagonistic person who's seemingly too much to handle when it comes to romantic relationships.
So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames.
That idea came from Swift herself, and Kahn happily took the direction and brought the vision to life. Visually, Blank Space's video has an enticingly dark, fashionable vibe. Not to mention, it's super entertaining to watch. It's a great example of Swift being able to make an unforgettable video that, like the song it accompanies, plays on the public's critiques of her.
But I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Number 2, You Belong With Me.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset.
This is a quintessential Taylor Swift music video. She's released plenty of other visuals since this came out in 2009, but somehow we always find ourselves running back to it.
If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me.
For one thing, it's astounding to see Swift's immense superstar potential on full display as she brings two opposing characters to life seamlessly. On top of that, the story the video tells about a not-so-conventionally cool girl longing for her friend to realize she's the one for him is one many can relate to. Plus, the window signs and Junior Jewel shirt will never get old, the ending is swoon-worthy, and the teenage experience is represented flawlessly. It doesn't hurt to see Lucas Till from the Hannah Montana movie either. We have 0 notes.
You belong with me. You belong with me.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Picture to Burn. We love seeing Country Taylor do revenge.
As far as I'm concerned, you're just another picture to burn.
Mine. Directed by Taylor Swift and Roman White, this video takes us on a journey through time.
You are the best thing that's ever been mine.
I Knew You Were Trouble. It didn't win Best Female Video at the 2013 MTV VMAs by accident.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me, let out to lead to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble.
Begin Again. Filmed in Paris, it's a gorgeous representation of new beginnings.
But on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Out of the Woods. Directed by the one and only Joseph Kahn, it certainly doesn't disappoint.
Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good.
Number 1. All Too Well, the short film.
I walked to the door with you. The air was cold.
Where do we even start with this one? Everything changed, pun intended, when Swift released the 10-minute version of All Too Well, followed by the acclaimed short film, aka music video. Starring Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien, the mini-movie depicts a tumultuous relationship and what happens once it ends.
And I know it's long gone and there was nothing else I could do. And I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed to.
Swift put her heart into writing and directing it, and the result is a showcase of her skills when it comes to setting scenes and giving actors cues.
You charmed my dad with self-effacing jokes, sipping coffee like you're on a late-night show.
Absolutely everything, from the sets to the dialogue to the overarching narrative, is impeccable. All Too Well, the short film, is a mesmerizing work of art that everyone needs to watch at least once. Be right back, we're pressing play on it again for the billionth time.
Remember it all too well. Just between us, I remember it all too
Calling all Swifties, what's your favorite music video?
Our song is a slamming screen door, sneaking out, tapping on your window when we're on the phone and you talk real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know.
So when I said Taylor is also a visual artist, now you know what I was talking about. But one thing her videos also prove is that Ms. Swift loves a good Easter egg or reference. Let's take a look at 10 times Taylor Swift truly was a mastermind.
Believe I'm super bejeweled when I walk in the room. I can still make the whole place shimmer.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Taylor Swift truly was a mastermind.
One of these things is not like the others, like a rainbow with all of the colors.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best Easter eggs that Taylor Swift left for fans in music videos, performances, social media posts, and more. Which cryptic clue had you creating your own Taylor Swift theories? Number 10. Look What You Made Me Do music video. After a year-long hiatus from both music and the public, Taylor Swift returned with a bang.
I don't like your little games.
A total departure from her usual fare, Reputation shocked and delighted longtime and newly anointed fans. Her lead single, Look What You Made Me Do, was especially iconic, with a music video filled to the brim with Easter eggs.
But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time.
Some, like outfits from previous eras, were obvious. However, Swifties quickly uncovered more obscure clues, such as the seemingly symbolic $1 bill in the bathtub from her 2017 sexual assault trial. After the first or second watch of this music video, there are still hidden messages to find, even for the most seasoned fan.
Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Number 9. Her 2022 MTV Video Music Awards outfit. The night of the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards has gone down in infamy. When Kanye West hijacked Taylor Swift's acceptance speech for Best Female Video, he ignited a lengthy feud.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
When we think of the night, Swift's sparkling one-shoulder Kaufman Franco gown stands out in our minds. So it's only right that when she arrived at the VMAs 13 years later, yes, that number, she seemingly paid homage to that controversial night.
You guys, I'm just so proud of what we made, and I know with every second.
She wowed in a glittering Oscar de la Renta dress that certainly appeared to be a callback to her 2009 look. She also totally surprised fans by announcing her 10th studio album on stage. And we have to applaud her choice of venue.
That my brand new album comes out October 21st.
Number 8. Midnight's Mayhem with Me. There's nothing wrong with a little mayhem, especially when it's conducted by the Queen of Chaos.
I know that I have a habit of dropping cryptic clues and Easter eggs when giving you information about new music, and I am not here to deny that, but I am here to defy that.
When Taylor Swift dropped the news that her 10th studio album was on the way, fans knew that something big was coming. What no one expected was Midnight's Mayhem with Me, a TikTok series that had Swift draw a ball from a bingo cage to announce her track list, one title at a time.
Track 13. Because of course. Track 13 is called Mastermind.
Of course, she kept things extra fun and chaotic by doing things like holding the phone she was using upside down for a couple of tracks. We were all sleep deprived for the duration of the series, but it was totally worth it.
Track 3 is called Anti-Hero.
Number 7. Me music video. When Taylor Swift dropped the music video for Me, she let fans know that the Reputation chapter was closing. A snake bursting into butterflies signaled the start of a new era with a totally different vibe.
I know that I'm a handful, baby. I know I never think before I jump.
The music video was not only a colorful spectacle, it also hinted to fans what was to come. Indeed, the roughly 4-minute long clip is full of clues about TS7. The singer let fans know that the title of the second single and the album were hidden in the video, sending them on the funnest goose chase.
And when we had that fight out in the rain, you ran after me and called my name.
While the neon lover sign was easy to spot, the clever reference to "you need to calm down" largely slipped under the radar, at least at first.
Calme-toi, s'il te plaît.
Je suis calme!
Number 6. Betty, James, and Inez. There's no question that T Swift is a loyal friend.
Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched to homeroom, but
She practically takes every opportunity to shout out her tight-knit crew, especially Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Despite referring to her 2020 album Folklore as a work of fiction, Swift couldn't resist the opportunity to reference her good friends.
you heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says.
Eagle-eyed fans noticed that the characters James and Inez were named after the power couple's first 2 daughters, and suspected Betty was the name of their third. Swift basically confirmed this when she made a nod to the characters' namesakes in her speech for the Album of the Year Grammy in 2021.
I want to thank James, Inez, and Betty, and their parents, who are the second and third people that I play every new song that I write.
Any remaining speculation was put to rest when Reynolds addressed the subject in an interview with SiriusXM. Mystery solved.
I mean, what an honor. I don't know. We thought it was pretty damn amazing. We still do.
Number 5. $20.10. Could a price tag be a clue to an album dropping? If you ask a Swiftie, they'll tell you it could very well be. The release of Taylor Swift's pre-recorded albums has become a major game between her and her fans.
I do feel the need to explain what I'm doing because it's not normal.
So when Red, Taylor's version came out, it's no surprise that Swifties looked into every detail. It struck many as interesting that Swift chose to sell the signed album CD for $20.10, i.e. 2010, the year that Speak Now was originally released.
How's life? Tell me, how's your family?
In addition, the price font was purple, a color synonymous with that album. Speak Now is officially the next re-recording, so it seems unlikely that those things were coincidences.
I go back to December all the time.
Number 4. Opening the Vault. When Swift announced Fearless, Taylor's version was coming, she confirmed something that fans long suspected. There would be new songs released on each album.
Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time.
With so many unreleased songs presumably in her catalog, there was no telling what would be unveiled when she re-recorded her 6 stolen albums. However, Swifties always have fun making guesses. It turns out Swift was having a bit of fun of her own.
If you could see that I'm the one who understands you.
Before unveiling the track lists for her first 2 re-recorded albums, Fearless and Red, she opened the literal doors to the vault. And she had fans decode the vault track titles and features themselves. We gotta hand it to her, she's definitely earned her reputation for being chaotic in the best way. Number 3, 'Tis the Damn Season. Some Taylor Swift Easter eggs are more obvious than others, but it's safe to say that nearly everyone missed this one.
If I wanted to know who you were hanging with while I was gone, I would have asked you.
It was only a few months after the release of Folklore that Entertainment Weekly named Swift one of their 2020 Entertainers of the Year. The singer shared the photo shoot to her Instagram story, commenting on the holiday vibes of her outfit with an apt caption. Little did fans know that a new album was right under their noses all along.
We could call it even, you could call me babe for the weekend.
It turns out that 'Tis the Damn Season was actually a track of her album Evermore, which was released soon after. We're still recovering from the whiplash of this moment.
'Tis the damn season right this time. I'm staying at my parents' house.
Number 2, The Era's Elevator. Taylor Swift is constantly finding new and exciting ways to reinvent her sound and image with each album release.
Baby love, I think I've been a little too kind.
These chapters of her career are so iconic that she and her fans refer to them as different eras. Shortly before announcing her record-breaking Eras tour, Swift played on this idea in her Bejeweled music video. She selects the purple button to the 3rd floor in an elevator, hinting that her 3rd studio album, Speak Now, would be the next release.
And when I meet the band, they ask, do you have a man? I can still say I don't remember.
She also later heads to the purple-coated 13th level, another clue in that direction. With the announcement of Speak Now Taylor's version, we can't help but notice that she also visits floor 5 at one point. Is 1989 Taylor's version next? Only time will tell.
I polish up real, I polish up real.
Number 1. Not a lot going on at the moment. What started as a simple phrase has become synonymous with T Swift's amazingly chaotic energy.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
Back in 2013, she released the 22 music video, where she donned a sequin top that featured the saying,
It's miserable and magical, oh yeah.
7 years later, the message became an extra important part of Swiftie lore when Swift used it to caption a seemingly innocent selfie in April 2020. What many assumed was in reference to COVID-19 was actually a cheeky nod to her upcoming album Folklore. A text exchange later released by collaborator Aaron Dessner confirmed that the pair were working on Cardigan around that time. Fans were duped again in November 2020 when Swift posted another picture with the same caption, this time hinting at Evermore. That's the Mastermind at her finest.
I gotta have you, I gotta have you.
If you're anything like me, you love to sing along very loudly to your favorite songs. And Taylor Swift has written many songs that are perfect for this. So many, in fact, MsMojo decided to rank the bridges in Taylor's songs based on how much we scream them in the back of the car. Let's check it out.
Do you happen to know the lyrics of this bridge? Are you gonna prove it? Go!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Taylor Swift bridges that are undeniably catchy, endlessly relatable, and/or simply impossible to resist.
I love a bridge. I love a bridge so much. I love trying to take the song to a higher level with the bridge.
Number 20, Back to December, Taylor's version.
And how you held me in your arms that September night, the first time you ever saw me cry.
We all may not have experienced our great love yet, but many of us can probably relate to the agony of having the one who got away. Swift explores this feeling in her country pop power ballad from Speak Now. We were tempted to include the yearnful pop punk tune The Story of Us,
But I would lay my armor down if you said you'd rather love than fight.
We also considered the rocky Sparks Fly.
I'm captivated by you, baby, like a fireworks show.
But Back to December has one of the best bridges of this self-written album. Swift recounts her memories of a lost lover, listing off the things she loved about him before hoping that he'd return to her, simply knowing that it's in vain.
Probably mindless dreaming that if we loved again, I swear I'd love you right.
No matter your experience with love, you'll find yourself belting this standout bridge in the car or shower when you're in your feelings.
And I go back to December.
Number 19. Hits Different.
I find the artifacts cried over. I had cursed the space that I needed.
When Swift released her concept album Midnights after over 15 years of honing her craft, fans knew they were in for something special. The dreamy Snow on the Beach has a bridge that acts as the soundtrack to once-in-a-lifetime romances.
Afraid to jinx it, I don't even dare to wish it.
Meanwhile, the ones featured on 3am tracks Dear Reader and The Great War spotlight a darker vulnerability.
Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I've been betrayed.
But we can't deny we're screaming along to the long-awaited Hits Different every time.
This is why they shouldn't kill off the main guy, James. Your hair and your stare and sense of belief.
This upbeat pop track contains a tongue-twisting bridge that is both soul-bearing and relatable. With lyrics about crying over hats, how could we not fall for it again and again? All we can say is that it certainly hits different.
But I can still melt your world. Argumentative, empathetic dream girl.
Number 18. Call It What You Want.
I want to wear his initial on a chain round my neck, chain round my neck. Not because he owns me, because he really knows me.
When Taylor Swift returned from a year-long break from the public eye, fans and music analysts alike flocked to her newest album Reputation to see what she was up to during her sabbatical. The result was a track list that shares the excitement and vulnerability that accompany falling in love. Call It What You Want combines the best of these two emotions in its soft and endearing bridge, where Swift notably asks her partner to run away with her. It's a pure, sweet look at a love that isn't possessive but rather deep and understanding. Fans love the bridge and its lyrics about donning an initial necklace, so much that it even spawned a trend of Swifties receiving necklaces from their own partners. We're swooning.
You don't need to save me, but would you run away with me? Yes.
Number 17. Daylight.
And I can still see it all of you, all of me.
The All of the Girls You Loved Before bridge became a viral hit among fans on TikTok, and for good reason.
Feels like the girls you loved before.
But when it comes down to it, we have to give the spotlight to an original lover track here. Daylight is everything we love about Swift's 7th studio album. It's like a page out of a diary, and the bridge is one of the best passages, where she spills her heart into every word as she sings about the joy of finding a love match. One of the few songs on the album written solely by Swift, it's infused with all the beauty and spirit you can expect from the singer-songwriter.
I once believed love would be burning red.
Number 16. Don't Blame Me.
I get so high, oh, every time you love me.
Love can make us do crazy things, but you can't blame us, can you? At least not if you ask Taylor Swift. According to this Reputation track, the power of love is all-consuming and can drive you to do wild things. In an outpour of emotion, Swift spills every ounce of her truth into the lyrics. The bass and synth come together in an electric bridge that will make a believer out of anyone, Swiftie or not. With vocals reminiscent of a church choir, the star finishes off the bridge to lead us into a high. Literally. Sure, we can't hold a tune like her, but we will still try to hit that note in the breakdown every time. Number 15. Marjorie.
The autumn chill that wakes me up. You love the amber sky so much.
In a beautiful tribute to the late Marjorie Finley, Taylor Swift reflects on her childhood and the memories she shared with her maternal grandmother.
Should have kept every grocery store receipt, 'cause every scrap of you would be taken from me.
She recounts advice given to her by Marjorie about staying true to herself and finding the balance between kindness and strength. As the bridge rolls in, she shares her regrets about not fully cherishing the opportunity to get to know her grandmother when she was alive.
Watched as you signed your name, Marjorie. All your closets of backlog dreams, and how you left them all to me.
It's poignant and nothing short of real. Not only that, the build-up completely draws you in, cranking up the melody and eventually leading to the outro, where the backing vocals of Finley herself bolster the song's beauty.
I think you were singing to me now.
Number 14, King of My Heart.
Is this the end of all the endings? My broken bones are mending with all these nights we're spending.
Taylor Swift can easily be crowned the Queen of Bridges. And where there is a queen, there is a king, or at least a song about one. King of My Heart is a lesser-known track, but a favorite among fans due to its enticing bridge.
Up on the roof with a schoolgirl crush, drinking beer out of plastic cups. Say you fancy me, not fancy stuff. Baby, all I want is enough.
The mellow beat quickly escalates into the bridge with a sudden change in tempo. In a rap-like rhythm, Swift reveals how she feels that she has met the one, and no longer has to endure heartbreak now that she has him. The pounding drums add an extra layer to the affair, and give you a beat to tap along to. You'll find us banging our fists on the steering wheel as we belt this bridge during our morning commute. Number 13, Cardigan.
To gears and cars and downtown bars was all we needed.
Taylor Swift has become one of the greatest songwriters of her time, with a masterful ability to switch between genres with ease and create songs that withstand the test of time. When it comes to songwriting, Folklore is a prime example of her talent. For instance, the self-conscious dream pop hit Mirrorball quickly resonated with fans.
I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. Have never been a natural. All I do is try.
And Betty, a song about a teenage boy asking for forgiveness, was instantly relatable.
Slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long.
But we couldn't possibly pass up a chance to give Cardigan and its bridge their due.
You drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding.
The wistful number delicately handles the importance of teen romances and the way they stay with us over time. The bittersweet bridge is beautifully written and combines with whimsical melodies and striking vocals to completely entrance us. Number 12, My Tears Ricochet.
And I can go anywhere I want, just not home.
When it comes to track fives, we always know we're in for something good. Indeed, My Tears Ricochet definitely doesn't let us down.
Picking a track 5 is sort of a pressurized decision, but I knew from day one this was probably going to be it. It's kind of a song about karma.
Yeah.
It's a song about greed.
At its core, it's about betrayal, particularly that which comes from a deeply trusted person in one's life. Using a funeral as a metaphor, Swift created a dark ballad about the dissolution of a relationship. The bridge erupts as the protagonist of the story realizes they are haunted by this bond, unable to separate themselves from the destruction.
And I still talk to you.
The star's record-breaking Eras Tour brought new life to the bridge too, as fans have tried to recreate not only her vocals but her choreography. If you've tried to emulate the performance with a bedsheet, just know we're right there with you. Number 11, Lover.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string scar on my hand?
If there's one thing Taylor Swift can do, it's write a love song for the ages. Lover certainly fits the bill. With a guitar strumming melody and simple lyrics, we fell for this song within the first seconds. But it was the bridge that really sealed the deal. Written in the style of wedding vows with traditional and modern elements interwoven together, it's warm and beautiful.
I love to take a common phrase and twist it. So the bridge, I took all these common phrases that we say about weddings.
Swift builds on the old something old rhyme by discussing her and her partner's past heartbreaks, while promising to be true to one another.
My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you.
Sure, it's a story we've always known, but she expands on it in gorgeous fashion, before closing the bridge with tongue-in-cheek references to dirty jokes and a sweet vow, making it feel fresh and romantic.
And save you a seat.
Number 10. You're on your own, kid.
From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this.
When Midnights dropped in 2022, we were introduced to a whole new assortment of songs to fall in love with. Mastermind is an honest electropop number that takes our breath away.
No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since.
But when it comes to bridges, we're most drawn to the album's 5th track.
'Cause there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take.
Seemingly following Swift through stages of her life and career, You're on Your Own, Kid reveals her early yearning for love, acceptance, and how her experiences matured over the years. As the bridge builds, the singer reflects on lessons she's learned, namely the importance of figuring out how to be alone and knowing yourself. It's a simultaneously beautiful, devastating, and heart-wrenching ode to growing up that we love to passionately sing at the top of our lungs.
Make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. You got no reason to be afraid.
Number 9. Getaway Car.
We would just say Bonnie and Clyde till it switched to the other side.
Get in, Swifties. We've got the keys and we're making a quick escape in the Getaway Car. It's no crime to say that Getaway Car is a killer tune. A Bonnie and Clyde story for the modern age, this track, about a relationship that never stood a chance, pulls you in with its synthy production and conspiratorial lyrics. It's a standout in a long list of successful collaborations between the singer-songwriter and Jack Antonoff.
It's no surprise I turned you in. 'Cause us traitors never win.
The bridge perfectly encapsulates all of that, enticing us with a strong admission of betrayal that's perfectly suited to the number's stealthy vibe.
That was the last time you ever saw me driving the getaway car. We were flying, but we never get far.
Whatever the Swift-Antonoff duo put in this bridge, it leaves us coming back for more every single time. Number 8. You Belong With Me, Taylor's version. For OG and newer Swifties alike, You Belong With Me is an oldie but a goodie. Everyone remembers when it dominated the radio back in the late 2000s, and a major part of its charm is its dynamic bridge. Crafted when Swift was 17 or 18, the anthem carries strong themes of romance and adolescence, making it relatable for lovesick teens everywhere. Upon its re-release, those same teens have found that it still holds up. The part sees the narrator proclaim that she's the one for her crush, if only he could see what's right in front of him.
Think I know where you belong. Think I know it's with me.
The fact that we're still breathlessly shouting these lyrics today says it all. And are you even a Swiftie if you don't do the double clap?
I'm the one who makes you laugh when you know you're about to cry.
Number 7. Death by a Thousand Cuts.
My heart, my hips, my body, my love. Trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch.
When Lover came out, fans were excited and eagerly anticipated lots of, well, joyful love songs. Perhaps the last thing anyone expected was for Swift to release one of her saddest breakup anthems yet. Inspired by the Netflix rom-com Someone Great, Death by a Thousand Cuts equates the suffering that comes with a breakup to physical harm, namely a death by slowly bleeding out.
Our songs, our films, united we stand. Our country, guess it was a lawless land.
Frankly, the pain we feel from the bridge makes us feel the same. But in the best way, of course. Swift quickly lists off the parts of her and her surroundings that are forever affected by the relationship.
My time, my wine, my spirit, my trust. Trying to find a part of me it didn't take up. Gave you too much, but it wasn't enough.
Don't be fooled by the upbeat tempo. This part will have you singing along through 1,000 tears.
But I'll be alright, it's just 1,000 cuts.
Number 6. Dear John, Taylor's version. As far as breakup anthems go, Dear John delivers. A perfect blend of hurt and rage, it clocks in at nearly 7 minutes long and doesn't waste a single second. Singing to an ex, the narrator describes how he treated past partners in the bridge, but assures him she won't be like them. She's moving onward and upward before he has the chance to destroy her.
But I took your matches before fire could catch me, so don't look now.
Interestingly, it's been speculated that both Dear John and Midnight's Would've, Could've, Should've are long-lost sisters, with the latter reflecting on the same romance.
I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time.
While they both have bridges that feel like one heck of a gut punch, we have to give credit to Dear John for laying the foundation and scoring our sleepless post-breakup nights in 2010 and 2023 alike.
Over your sad, empty town.
Number 5, Out of the Woods, 1989.
Remember when the breeze too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. You started crying, I did too. The sun came up, I was looking at you.
There's no denying that Swift's 2014 album 1989 is full of bangers. When This Love, Taylor's version, was released and subsequently used in the first season finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, we fell in love with its bridge all over again. However, there's no resisting the undeniable magnetism of the pop classic that is Out of the Woods. With pronounced synths and background vocals from Jack Antonoff, it's a hit that is instantly replayable. A reflection on a romance from the past, the bridge describes an accident that parallels the growing shakiness of the relationship. As it escalates, Swift boasts powerful vocals that truly earn her the title of music industry. Number 4, August.
Oh wait, here's the bridge. Wait, here's a better bridge. Okay, now I have the perfect bridge. And then here's the thing after the bridge. This thing's gonna come in.
Okay, remember when I pulled up
Yeah, so, like,
in the
just
car?
a
I
series
wrote
of-
that in the vocal booth.
When Taylor announced she was surprise dropping Folklore, Swifties everywhere canceled their plans. Upon release, we sat and devoured the album from start to finish.
Back when we were still changing for the better, one thing was enough. For me, it was enough.
With a stacked track list, it was nearly impossible to pick one song as a favorite from the first listen. But August certainly made an impression on fans and has continued to stand out.
To live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say, meet me behind the mall.
A deceptively upbeat tune, it dismantles the trope of the other woman by showing the aftermath of a summer love affair. It takes us into the narrator's psyche, with its bridge vividly describing her initial hope and subsequent pain when the thread the relationship was hanging by unraveled.
So much for summer love and saying us 'cause you weren't mine.
When a heartbreak knocks you down, the August bridge is always there for a cathartic release of emotions. Number 3, All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version, from the vault.
Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up.
The 10-minute version of All Too Well was years in the making, roughly 10 years to be exact.
It started out being probably like a 10-minute song, which you can't put on an album.
Luckily, it was finally released as a vault track on Red, Taylor's version, and fans were not disappointed. Building upon the original tune, the 10-minute version adds a lot of new depth to the story to poignant effect.
And you call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest.
Despite the changes, the bridge stays intact, if only amplified in intensity by the new production. Whether you listen to it on its own or consider it in the context of the whole song, though, there's no denying it packs a major punch. Regardless of how many times we hear it, it always leaves us scream singing and feeling like a crumpled up piece of paper.
'Cause I remember it. Oh, oh, oh.
Number 2, Champagne Problems.
I'm so excited to one day be in front of a crowd when they all sing, "She would have made such a lovely bride, what a shame she's in the head."
In the past, Taylor Swift's private life and career have often been enmeshed, as her writing tends to pull from her own experiences. But the two were separated, at least to a degree, in sister albums Folklore and Evermore, where she used her skills to pen more fictional stories. One result was a story about college sweethearts torn apart by a rejected proposal.
Your Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flush and your flannel cure.
Champagne Problems quickly became a critical success for its melancholic tune and poignant writing. Chronicling the romance's demise and its aftermath, the bridge sheds extra light on the relationship, the protagonist's psyche, and public perceptions of her.
One for the money, two for the show. I never was ready, so I watch you go.
The peaceful melody grows more forceful, ultimately erupting. Plus, we're treated to one of the most effective swears in Swift's career.
She would have made such a lovely bride. What a shame she's in the head, they said.
Number 1. Cruel Summer. No Taylor Swift bridge hits quite as hard as Cruel Summer's does. This dynamite anthem was a favorite from her Lover album, but when it came time to make it a single, there was one thing in the way: a global pandemic. Nearly 4 years after its release, the recording got single status, giving it and its iconic bridge, which also experienced a resurgence with the Eras Tour, time to shine. Cruel Summer is an honest depiction of the early precariousness of a new romance, and the bridge holds back no truth. Swift confesses her love, ranting about hidden feelings. With her soul to bare, she stands before her partner and belts it out to his devilish joy. We love belting alongside her. Which lyrical bridge do you love to cross alongside Taylor Swift?
We're about to go on a little adventure together.
Like all celebrities, Taylor Swift has a sense of style that is all her own. We love to keep an eye on her concert fashion, but we also love to see her red carpet looks. In fact, let's count down 10 of her best red carpet looks.
Nice to meet you, where you been? I could show you incredible things.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Taylor Swift red carpet outfits.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the singer-songwriter's most iconic looks from dozens of glamorous appearances at award shows, galas, and other events. What do you consider Taylor's most memorable look? Number 10, 42nd Met Gala, Louis Vuitton.
You look amazing. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
This was a memorable Met. As a co-chair of the event, Taylor had to show out. To suit the theme of Manus Ex Machina fashion in an age of technology, she donned a Louis Vuitton mini dress and knee-high strappy black heels.
You chose the right dress, and I love the boots sandal. The boots sandal.
Futuristic
Marvelous.
robot.
She pushed the edginess of the outfit with a black lip and a new haircut, a platinum blonde bob. The striking outfit has lived beyond the carpet in fan theories about her relationship with Joe Alwyn. According to some fans, Taylor's lyrics in her song Dress point to her reportedly meeting Joe at the Met Gala that night, referencing both their hairstyles.
Flashback when you met me, your buzz cut and my hair bleeds. Even in my worst times, you could see the best of me.
Number 9, 46th Annual American Music Awards, Belmont.
You breathe? I can breathe. I can. Yeah. Is it easy? I think the other one's better. No.
At this award show, all eyes were on Taylor. She hit the carpet in a metallic Belmont dress complete with a pair of matching thigh-high boots. The ensemble combined a sense of rock and disco, the latter of which Taylor joked about as she got ready.
You look gorgeous. Thank you. Stunning and sexy.
Yeah, it's like a melted down disco ball.
The reflective panels on the dress and boots made for a shimmering stroll down the carpet. Although she changed for her performance of I Did Something Bad that evening, the eye-catching look showed up a few years later in her Netflix documentary Miss Americana, which included clips from the night.
You know what? This is going to sound really ridiculous, but I can't move past here.
Number 8, 32nd MTV Video Music Awards, Ashish.
Love's a game, wanna play.
Why walk a carpet alone when you can do it with your squad? Taylor channeled high-fashion slumber party vibes with her posse and outfit for the 2015 VMAs. Her sequin two-piece ensemble included a long-sleeve crop top and high-waisted harem pants. She capped off the look with bold eye makeup and pumps. After posing with her pals, which included Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, Karlie Kloss, and Mariska Hargitay, She took home several trophies.
I'm just happy that in 2015, we live in a world where boys can play princesses and girls can play soldiers.
She was awarded for Blank Space and took home Video of the Year for Bad Blood, which starred several members of the squad. Number 7, 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, Oscar de la Renta. This was cottagecore on the red carpet.
Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. But I come back stronger than a 90s trend.
Taylor arrived at the 2021 Grammy Awards with 6 nominations and an outfit to remember. The floral embroidered Oscar de la Renta dress was on theme with the recent folksy turn in her music.
And I knew you'd come back to me. You'd come back to me.
With long sleeves and see-through fabric, the short dress gave the illusion that Taylor had gotten ready in a high-fashion meadow. Her outfit came complete with a matching floral face mask. She even performed in a woodsy cottage set at the show, although she changed into a different outfit. That night, she'd go home with the trophy for Album of the Year for Folklore, adding some gold to the colorful ensemble.
You guys met us in this imaginary world that we created, and we can't tell you how honored we are forever.
Number 6, 40th Met Gala, Oscar de la Renta. Taylor turned up the glamour for this Met Gala. Dressed in a custom Oscar de la Renta satin gown, the singer looked elegant in her take on the theme Charles James Beyond Fashion.
I do like the big bow at the back that sort of is full and frilly and flowy, but it's also a reference back to the bustle, which I think is a really, really nice little Oscar de la Renta nod to Charles James. He loved the bustle, he thought it was iconic, he thought it was amazing.
The structured dress had delicate threadwork and embroidered sequins, beads, and petals, as well as an ornate train.
And here I think it works. It's nice, it's chic, it's simple, good for Taylor Swift.
The dress was apparently also attractive to her cat, who Taylor said tried to roll up inside it. Her wavy hair and then signature red lip completed the look.
We never go out of style. We never go out of style.
Taylor got ready for the ball with her model pal Carly Kloss, who showed a behind-the-scenes look at the process on Instagram. Number 5, 26th Billboard Music Awards, Raisa and Vanessa.
Vegas is fun.
It's a mini dress, but make it experimental. Taylor Swift attended the Billboard Music Awards in a ruffled lavender number and simple heels. Fans got a backstage look at the outfit on the singer's Instagram, where she posed with her cats and singer Paula Abdul. The structural piece had ruffles lining the skirt, bodice, and chest, going up to create a collar. Sheer long sleeves and a soft pink lip completed the look. Her outfit was in line with the pastel palette she adopted during the Lover era.
One of these things is not like the others, like a rainbow with all of the colors.
Her appearance came shortly after the release of her single Me, which she would perform to open the show. Number 4, 26th MTV Video Music Awards, Kaufman Franco. It might not seem like her boldest look, but it became iconic.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative.
For the 2009 VMAs, Taylor Swift wore a one-shoulder gown with a red lip and matching nails. The shimmery sequin gown was paired with crystal earrings and a bracelet. However, the dress would find fame after Taylor walked the carpet. After she accepted her award for Best Female Video for the You Belong With Me video, Kanye West interrupted her on stage in a moment that would become infamous.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Despite the drama that would follow, the dazzling dress is still a powerful red carpet moment from the then up-and-coming artist.
Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time.
Number 3, 58th Annual Grammy Awards, Versace.
Taylor Swift.
She won Album of the Year, and she did it in style. Before scooping up 3 trophies during the show, Taylor walked the red carpet in a memorable outfit. She wore a 2-piece Versace look consisting of an orange bandeau top and fuchsia skirt. The elegant, high-waisted skirt had a high slit and a tight bottom piece. She paired the look with a choker, red lip, and blunt bob haircut. Posing on the carpet and inside the show with friends Selena Gomez and Ed Sheeran, Taylor's bright outfit seemed to suit her confident, celebratory feeling that night.
Someday when you get where you're going, you'll look around and you will know that it was you and the people who love you who put you there. And that will be the greatest feeling in the world.
Number 2, 39th MTV Video Music Awards, Oscar de la Renta. Taylor looked positively bejeweled at the 2022 VMAs.
When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer.
In an Oscar de la Renta mini dress dripping in diamonds, Taylor caught fans by surprise with a shift into a new era. That night, where she accepted the award for Video of the Year for All Too Well, the short film, Taylor stunned fans with a new album announcement.
I thought it might be a fun moment to tell you that my brand new album comes out October 21st.
The Midnight's era began and would come with many memorable looks. A few months later, at the MTV Europe Music Awards, Taylor again opted for gems with a spaghetti strap bodysuit and chain link pattern skirt by David Coma. Both looks certainly turned up the shimmer.
I polish up real nice.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. 47th Academy of Country Music Awards, Jenny Packham. Sparkling red appliques on her gown marked a new era. 36th MTV Video Music Awards, Versace. She rocked a custom colorful blazer dress before her performance. 30th MTV Video Music Awards, Hervé Léger by Max Azria. A wavy bob and red lipstick complemented her glamorous dark gown. 43rd Annual Country Music Association Awards, Rim Akra. A gold sequined gown was the perfect choice for her award-winning night. Time 100 Gala, Jay Mondel. She chose billowing pink and yellow pastels for the honors. Number 1, 57th Annual Grammy Awards, Elie Saab. The 1989 era was all about bold colors. At the 2015 Grammy Awards, Taylor was nominated for 3 awards, including Record of the Year for Shake It Off. The singer turned heads on the carpet. Her dramatic, custom Elie Saab gown was a jewel-toned blue and turquoise ombre. The sharp silhouette left room for plenty of detailed accents in the look. A miniskirt peeked through her long dress. The top was a halter with additional straps crossing around her back. She added earrings and fuchsia heels to complete the ensemble. Staying true to her roots, Taylor walked the carpet with her childhood friend, Abigail Anderson.
It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.
We all know Taylor Swift as a solo artist, but she's no stranger to collaborating with her fellow artists. We ranked all of Taylor Swift's collaboration songs, and here is a fun fact for you. My favorite Taylor Swift song is actually on this list. Can you guess what it is?
Do these people believe it when they get a phone call saying, "Hi, it's Taylor Swift, I want you to sing a song with
Well,
me"?
I try not to cold call people.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks of Taylor Swift's best collaborations with other artists.
Yes, I bet you think about me.
Number 30, You All Over Me, Taylor's version from The Vault, featuring Maren Morris.
I lived and I learned, had you got burned.
This plaintive country ballad was first recorded for Swift's Fearless album in 2008, but it didn't make the final cut. When you compare it with the big hits like Love Story and You Belong With Me, we can kind of see why. Swift has gone from strength to strength as a songwriter since these early days. But the chorus is well crafted and catchy, and the verses are full of striking imagery.
No amount of freedom gets you clean. I've still got you all over me.
The song feels almost like a prequel to 1989's Clean. For Taylor's version, the backing vocals were provided by fellow country-turned-pop star Maren Morris, whose harmonies add something extra to the track.
And I cried, and I watched a part of myself die.
Number 29, Both of Us by B.O.B.
I wish I was strong enough.
It's not one of Taylor's best-known songs, but Both of Us is definitely worth a listen. Swift linked up with B.O.B. in the early 2010s after visiting his record label in Atlanta. The rapper had previously collaborated with other big names such as Hayley Williams and Jessie J, and Taylor was keen to work with him. The pair co-wrote the song with the help of songwriter Amar Malik and the track's producers.
Cause if life is an uphill battle, we all trying to climb with the same old ladder, in the same boat with the same old battle. Why so shallow?
B.O.B.'s rap discusses poverty and the struggle of the underdog, while Taylor sweetens the deal with her wistful melodic chorus. Pretty, with a simple message, the track showcases how these two very different artists make a great team. Number 28, Renegade by Big Red Machine.
You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody.
Indie folk band Big Red Machine is in itself a collaboration between Aaron Dessner of The National and Justin Vernon of Bon Iver. Both artists work with Taylor Swift to help create her albums Folklore and Evermore. Renegade was written after work on Evermore wrapped, and everyone agreed it was destined for Big Red Machine.
It's kind of happened naturally after we finished Evermore. She wrote Renegade, and it was, just like, again, getting hit by a bolt of lightning.
Dessner loved Taylor's lyrics, and we agree that they hit hard.
Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you?
Swift also sings lead vocals on the track. The song was released on the album How Long Do You Think It's Gonna Last? Taylor also contributes backing vocals to Birch, another song on the track list.
If you cannot tell, I'll tell you right away.
Number 27, That's When, Taylor's version from The Vault featuring Keith Urban.
When I see your face, I'll let you in. And baby, that's when.
Although That's When was released in 2021, we've got to look at it in context. It's a Vault track from Fearless and was written with the Warren brothers when Taylor was just 14. It's clear she's very talented, but we also love the fact that she returned to her country roots for her collaborations on Fearless Taylor's version. Although That's When was originally a solo, Swift decided that it would work better as a duet. She teamed up with Grammy Award-winning country artist Keith Urban, who provides vocals on the song. He also contributed harmonies to a second Vault track, We Were Happy.
And it was good, baby. It was good, baby. We showed them all.
Number 26, Antihero featuring Bleachers.
Times I feel like everybody is an art pro lately, and I just judge them on a hill.
Did we really need a remix of Antihero so soon? Probably not, but we love it anyway. This version of the Midnight song features Bleachers, the stage name of Swift's frequent collaborator Jack Antonoff and his band. The remix feels less reflective and more upbeat than the original, while the synths add an 80s vibe, and the additional vocals make Swift's narrator sound less lonely. We love the addition of Antonoff reassuring, which has since become a tradition at the Eras tour. If we could change one thing about this version, though, we'd bring back that iconic Sexy Baby line. It's just not the same without it. Number 25, Babe by Sugarland.
This is the last time I'll ever call you, babe. This is the last time. This is the last time.
Written by Swift and Pat Monahan from Train, Babe was originally intended for the Red album. It eventually found its way onto Taylor's version of the record as a solo, but was first released in 2018 by country music duo Sugarland. Taylor was a Sugarland fan and offered the song to Jennifer Nettles and Christian Bush when they reunited after a 5-year hiatus. Swift also provides backing vocals on the track. Babe is a catchy country pop ballad that tells the tale of a cheating lover. Nettles' voice is a perfect fit for the song, and Taylor clearly had fun dressing up to play the other woman in the music video. Number 24, 2 is Better Than 1 by Boys Like Girls.
So maybe it's true that I can't live without you.
Pop rock isn't Taylor Swift's usual brand, but somehow this collab with Boys Like Girls just makes sense. Swift had previously written with the band's lead singer Martin Johnson, and their track You'll Always Find Your Way Back Home was featured in the Hannah Montana movie.
You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind, that's just the way it goes.
2 is Better Than 1 was the official single from the band's second album, Love Drunk. It's an emotional rock ballad co-written by Swift and Johnson.
When I close my eyes and drift away, I think of you and everything's okay.
It also features Taylor as a secondary vocalist. Her voice blends beautifully with Martin's, and the song as a whole makes for a unique addition to the Taylor Swift canon. Number 23, Castles Crumbling, Taylor's version from The Vault, featuring Hayley Williams.
And I feel like my castle's crumbling down.
Taylor Swift and Paramore's Hayley Williams first connected at a Grammy party in 2008 via some genius networking by Taylor's mom, Andrea.
I'm Taylor Swift's mom, and Taylor doesn't have a lot of friends her age that do music, and I would love to introduce you guys or get your number. So Andrea, the legend that she is.
Castles Crumbling is their first single together, and it was worth the wait.
Faith was strong, but I pushed it too far.
This emotional indie ballad has been dubbed the dark sister of Long Live. It's also been compared to other Swift tracks like Mirrorball and The Archer, which deal with themes of insecurity and self-doubt. The lyrics are thought to have been influenced by that Kanye West incident at the 2009 VMAs. Castles Crumbling is more mellow than we might have suspected from a Hayley Williams collaboration, but it's also well-constructed, poignant, and gorgeously ethereal.
You don't wanna know me now.
Number 22, Highway Don't Care by Tim McGraw and Taylor Swift featuring Keith Urban.
The song goes, I can't live without you, I can't live without you, baby.
In 2006, Taylor Swift debuted her first ever single, Tim McGraw.
You think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me.
In 2013, she joined forces with the country music icon to release Highway Don't Care. This love song meets road safety message also features Keith Urban on guitar. The lyrics tell the story of a heartbroken lover whose mind is on everything but the road. The music video highlights how easily inattentive driving can lead to accidents. McGraw and Swift share the lead on the verses and the chorus. Their voices pair well together, and Urban's country guitar stylings are the cherry on the cake. Number 21, Breathe, Taylor's version featuring Colby Calais.
And we know it's never simple, never easy, never a clean break, no one here to save me.
Singer-songwriter Colby Calais captured a young Taylor Swift's attention with her debut album Coco back in 2007. Around that time, Taylor was working on Fearless, and she asked her management to hook them up.
Colby's laying her gorgeous angel voice on my song.
On top of her gorgeous angel voice.
And I'm stoked.
The result was a beautiful breakup song, co-written by Calais, who also provides secondary vocals on the track.
Like the back of my head, and I can't breathe.
Although Breathe is often assumed to be a love song, the lyrics are actually about growing apart from a close friend. It may not have been one of the most popular songs on the Fearless album, but we think it stood the test of time. Swift and Calais reunited to re-record the song in the early 2020s, and Taylor's mature vocals make this version even better. Number 20, Lover Remix featuring Shawn Mendes.
We could light a bunch of candles and dance around the kitchen, baby.
Although the original version of Lover from the album of the same name remains our favorite, we're fond of this duet remix too. The addition of Shawn Mendes's verses turned what was a romantic monologue into a dialogue between two lovers. If the original was a wedding speech, with the narrator declaring her love to the world, the remix is a conversation, with each partner reassuring the other of their feelings. Though Swift's solo version may feel more personal and more deeply romantic, the remix has its own charm. The new verses bring a youthful, light-hearted vibe, and Swift and Mendes's voices really complement each other. Number 19, I Don't Wanna Live Forever by Zayn and Taylor Swift.
Wondering if I dodged a bullet or just lost the love of my life.
The soundtracks were probably the best thing about the 50 Shades movies, and I Don't Wanna Live Forever became the highest charting single of the franchise. Written by Swift, Jack Antonoff, and Sam Dew, the song was also Grammy nominated and voted Best Collaboration at the 2017 VMAs. With its R&B meets electropop sound, this sultry duet was a bit of a different direction for Taylor, but she definitely did something right. The critics loved it, and so did the mainstream. The track was a great fit for Zayn and helped establish him as a successful solo artist internationally. Zayn and Taylor had great musical chemistry, and their voices sounded fantastic together.
Just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home.
Number 18, Cowboy Like Me featuring Marcus Mumford.
You had some tricks up your sleeve.
The lead singer of Mumford & Sons was revealed to be the mystery background vocalist on this Evermore track, and we think he was the perfect pick. Cowboy Like Me is a story song following two scam artists who fall in love.
Could be love, we could be the way forward, and I know I'll pay for it.
It has a laid-back country folk vibe that suits Mumford's voice well. Like Folklore, Evermore is an album that showcases some of Swift's strongest storytelling, and Cowboy Like Me has a compelling narrative. Throwing male harmonies into the mix helps us to see the love story from two perspectives, and also creates an earthier sound.
A cowboy like me, perched in the dark, telling all the rich folks anything they wanna hear, like it could be love.
This one's a bit of an underrated gem.
Never gonna love again.
Number 17, Snow on the Beach featuring Lana Del Rey.
But it's coming down, no sound, it's all around, like snow on the beach.
After Swift announced that Midnights would include a collaboration with the one and only Lana Del Rey, fans and critics alike were expecting big things. Co-written by Swift, Del Rey, and Jack Antonoff, Snow on the Beach was the only feature on the original version of the album.
Now I'm all for you like Janet, can this be a real thing, can I?
Del Rey's harmonies are woven into a dreamlike production, and her voice blends perfectly with Swift's. The lyrics use memorable imagery to recreate the beautiful but surreal feeling of falling in love. Some felt cheated by the lack of Lana on the track, but Taylor took the feedback on board, releasing an edited version featuring more Lana Del Rey. In the new version, Del Rey sings the whole second verse, and we approve.
I've never seen someone live from within, blurring out my peripheries.
Number 16, Nothing New, Taylor's version from The Vault, featuring Phoebe Bridgers.
How long will it be cute? All this crying in my room.
Swift wrote Nothing New back when she was 22 and working on her Red album. Almost 10 years later, she dug it out of the vault, dusted it off, and took it to indie artist Phoebe Bridgers, who helped turn it into a duet.
How can a person know everything at 18, but nothing at 22?
The song is a gentle, melancholy ballad that explores Swift's fears of getting older and becoming irrelevant. It's also been read as a comment on the treatment of young women, both in the music industry and throughout society as a whole.
That song's really special to me, and I sent it to Phoebe and said it would mean the world to me if you would do this as a duet, because I really wanted another female artist who I loved to sing it with me.
Nothing New is a sad story, but a pretty song, and Bridgers' gorgeous harmonies are the perfect addition to the track.
Will you still want me when I'm nothing new?
Number 15, Me featuring Brendan Urie.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
No, I tend to make it about me.
After the dark drama of the Reputation years, Taylor changed up the narrative and the aesthetic. What better way to signal in a new, more light-hearted era than with this sunny bubblegum pop duet? Swift's lead singles aren't usually her most complex work, but they're definitely danceable. She's joined on this one by Brendan Urie of Panic at the Disco, and the musical style is a departure for him too, but he really threw himself into it. Critics were mixed on the track, but it's feel-good, campy, and fun with a great hook. Plus, how can you hate a song about self-love?
I just want like little kids to be like, there's no one like me.
Number 14, Soon You'll Get Better featuring The Chicks.
Soon you'll get better.
Taylor put her heart on the line with this stripped-back country tune about her mother's cancer. Country music legends The Chicks, formerly the Dixie Chicks, provide some lovely harmonies, while Swift takes lead vocals.
But who am I supposed to talk to?
Taylor cites The Chicks as a massive influence on her music, praising their creativity, boldness, and their ability to harness female rage into their songs. However, Soon You'll Get Better shows a gentler side to the trio. The song's production includes banjo, fiddle, and slide guitar, but the tone is muted, like a lullaby. It's a hard listen, as Taylor's lyrics are painfully vulnerable, but it's pretty too. Number 13, Half of My Heart by John Mayer. We know it's a John Mayer song, but we have to admit this is just plain good. Half of My Heart was supposedly the beginning of Swift and Mayer's brief love affair, and the only track the pair ever collaborated on. In 2009, Mayer tweeted about the idea for a song that he'd love to record with Taylor, saying, quote, "She would make a killer Stevie Nicks in contrast to my Tom Petty of a song."
And I thought, you know what? I think this Taylor Swift girl is going to be around for a long time.
The wheels were put in motion, and Half of My Heart became a duet, with Swift singing on the chorus and during the bridge.
Half of my heart's got a right mind to tell you that I can't keep loving you, can't keep loving you.
The song has a definite Fleetwood Mac energy, but it's Taylor's contribution that really adds that something special.
Can't stop loving you, can't stop loving you.
Number 12, Electric Touch, Taylor's version from the Vault featuring Fall Out Boy.
Gotten used to no one calling my phone. I've grown accustomed to sleeping alone.
Both the original Speak Now and Taylor's version may not have reached the same heights as her other albums. However, we reckon its vault tracks are some of her strongest. This collaboration with Fall Out Boy might just be our favorite. The band's frontman, Patrick Stump, provides guest vocals and electric guitar, bringing a pop-punk flavor to the track. Meanwhile, the lyrics are quintessential early days Taylor. The song captures the anticipation before that first hangout with a new prospective romance. Could this be the one, or will it all end in heartbreak? Feelings of anxiety and youthful optimism are set to a floor-filling stadium pop production. The result is a perfect summer banger. Number 11, Coney Island featuring The National.
Do you miss the road who coaxed you into paradise and left you there?
As well as featuring on their song The Alcott.
It's the last thing you wanted. It's the first thing I do.
Swift worked closely with The National's Aaron Dessner to produce her 8th and 9th albums, Folklore and Evermore. He and his twin brother Bryce wrote the instrumental for Coney Island, while their bandmates provided drums, bass, and vocals.
I'm on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go?
Matt Berninger, who duets with Swift on the song, said working with her was, quote, like dancing with Gene Kelly. She made him look good and didn't drop him once.
A true duet where she heard that and kind of like inhabited the character that I was singing about.
Berninger's gruff baritone contrasts starkly with Taylor's voice, but the light and shade really fits the mood of this song. It's a smart, well-executed collaboration that we think deserves more love.
Making you mine, making you mine, making you mine. Centerfold.
Number 10, Endgame featuring Ed Sheeran and Future.
Reputation,
However you feel about Ed Sheeran's rapping,
After the storm, something was born on the 4th of July.
it makes a memorable addition to this Reputation track, which also features American rapper Future. Co-written by Future, Swift, and Sheeran, the song alludes to the reputations of the stars and the gossip surrounding them. It's about finding the right person amid the madness. Sheeran's verse was inspired by a meeting with his future wife, who he reconnected with at a 4th of July party at Taylor's house. Endgame is an R&B influenced track and just one more example of Swift experimenting with different musical genres. Her lyrics are as sharp as ever, the critics praised Future's contribution, and the three artists are fantastic together. Number 9, Evermore featuring Bon Iver.
And I think of all the cost and the things that will be lost.
After being featured on one song from Folklore, Bon Iver frontman Justin Vernon was back for more on its sister album. The title track is a poignant piano ballad written by Swift and then-boyfriend Joe Alwyn, who also plays the piano part. Vernon's vocals come in during the bridge, adding a chaotic response that reflects the tumult of emotions described in the lyrics.
I was shipwrecked. I thought of you.
All the things that will be lost now.
Evermore deals with themes of depression, describing a period where the narrator felt down and hopeless, before coming out on the other side. Swift has said the song is, quote, about the process of finding hope again. It's a quiet, unassuming track, but Swift's vocals here are beautiful and the emotion feels heartfelt.
I swear.
Is there a line that we can just go across?
Number 8, Karma Remix featuring Ice Spice.
Karma is that girl, like.
You talking shit for the hell of it.
With its infectious, feel-good energy and playful lyrics, the original version of Karma was hailed as one of the standouts of the Midnights album. For the remix and music video, Swift teamed up with rising star Ice Spice to add a little something extra. Ice Spice has also worked with Nicki Minaj, Pink Pantheress, and even Aqua, but Karma is Swift's first collaboration with a female rapper. With her laid-back rapping style, Ice Spice's verse brings a change of mood and pace to the track.
Karma is your text by the bounce. Karma is the fire in your house. And she bout to pop up unannounced.
Her lyrics complement Taylor's while infusing the song with something new and fresh. And of course, we love the girl power vibe. Facts.
Karma is the queen. Karma takes all my friends to the summit. Karma is the guy on the screen.
Number 7, Safe and Sound featuring the Civil Wars.
Just close your eyes. The sun is going down.
When putting together the soundtrack for the original Hunger Games film, producer T-Bone Burnett reached out to Taylor Swift and folk duo The Civil Wars. The result was Safe and Sound, a haunting ballad told from the perspective of the movie's heroine, Katniss Everdeen. Katniss's home, District 12, is supposedly a futuristic version of the Appalachian Mountains, and Burnett wanted this reflected in the music.
You and I'll be safe and sound.
The steel guitars set the tone, while Swift sings her melancholy lullaby, accompanied by the delicate harmonies of the Civil Wars. The song struck a chord with fans and critics alike. In 2013, it also won a Grammy for Best Song Written for Visual Media. Number 6, No Body, No Crime, featuring Haim.
Bestie's been losing sleep. Her husband's acting different and it smells like infidelity.
Do you love a true crime series? Well, you're in good company. It was Taylor's obsession with the grisly genre that sparked the idea for this catchy murder ballad.
I think he did it, but I just can't prove it.
No Body, No Crime tells the story of a woman's mysterious disappearance, her friend's search for the truth, and her ultimate revenge.
Good thing Estee's sister's gonna swear she was with me. She was with me, dude.
It's a dark and twisty piece of Americana with a strong country and western flavor. It's also loads of fun.
Oh, no body, no crime. I wasn't letting up until the day he died.
Swift brought in the Haim sisters to provide backing vocals, and they really got into the spirit of things. Swift even name drops Estee as a character in the story. Haim later featured Taylor on the 2021 remix of their track, Gasoline.
Throw keys and
Number 5, The Last Time, Taylor's version featuring Gary Lightbody.
I find myself at your door, just like all those times before.
The critics were divided on The Last Time back in 2013, but this overlooked classic remains one of our favorite Taylor Swift collaborations.
I had always wanted to work with Snow Patrol. They're my favorite band. And this was a song that I wrote about something I had been going through.
The song is a duet with Gary Lightbody, the lead singer of Snow Patrol, and it leans into the band's indie alt-rock sound. It's a power ballad exploring the emotions of a couple who appear to be at a breaking point and are struggling to communicate.
This is the last time I'm asking you that. Put my name at the top of your list.
During this era, Swift was beginning to break away from country music and try out new musical styles. As experiments go, The Last Time was pretty successful. Lightbody also returned to re-record his part for the Red album, Taylor's version, which was released in 2021. Number 4, I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor's version from The Vault, featuring Chris Stapleton.
Now that we're done and it's over, I bet you couldn't believe.
Taylor Swift has written some beautiful songs about the people she loves and respects, and we appreciate mature Taylor, but you've also got to love it when she's petty. I Bet You Think About Me is such a banging Vault track that it's a travesty it was kept from us for so long.
But you know what they say, you can't help who you fall for.
In a brief return to her musical roots, Swift got country artist Chris Stapleton in on the action. Alongside the harmonica warbles and the steel guitars, Swift joyfully belts out those snarky lyrics. Stapleton's vocals lend an added authenticity, and the pair sound great together. Co-written by Swift and Lori McKenna, it's all very tongue-in-cheek, but it's also seriously good.
I bet you think about me.
Number 3, Everything Has Changed, Taylor's version featuring Ed Sheeran.
I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better now.
Ed Sheeran has become one of Taylor Swift's good friends and most frequent collaborators. As well as Endgame, the pair have also given the world Run and The Joker and the Queen.
The Joker and the Queen.
Everything Has Changed was their first joint outing, and it's still our favorite.
I'll take him down, and open up the door for you.
It's a sweet little duet with pop and folk influences, driven by acoustic guitars and pretty harmonies. There are no bells and whistles, just two people singing a simple song about love.
All I know is we said hello, and your eyes look like coming home.
It may be too syrupy for some tastes, but it's performed with a winning sincerity, and Sheeran and Swift are magic together.
All I know since yesterday is everything has changed.
Number 2, Bad Blood, Taylor's version featuring Kendrick Lamar.
I know I hate you, but I hate to critique, overrate you. These beats of a dark cut use bass lines to replace you.
Cast your mind back to 2015 and the era of Taylor Swift's Squad. 1989 was breaking records, Swift was reportedly feuding with Katy Perry, and the Bad Blood video was definitely a moment. As well as a host of famous friends, the music video, and a remix of the track itself, included Kendrick Lamar as a featured artist.
It was my season for battle wounds, battle scars, body bump, bruise, stabbed in the back, brimstone, fire jumping through.
Lamar's star turn was praised by critics, and Swifties loved it too. A song that had previously been considered one of the weaker tracks on the album became a chart-storming hit, and one of the best-selling singles of the year.
If you live like that, you live with God.
You forget, but you never let it go.
Characterized by drums, bass, and defiant lyrics, Bad Blood already had anthem potential, but the remix has the edge on the original. The rapper even re-recorded his verses for Taylor's version. Number 1, Exile featuring Bon Iver.
Can see you standing, honey, with his arms around your body.
When Folklore was released in 2020, it blindsided us all and quickly became the music critics' darling. Much of the praise was heaped on Exile, Swift's memorable collaboration with the band Bon Iver. It's an undeniably beautiful song, featuring some gorgeous harmonies, vivid imagery, and complex melodies. It was co-written by Swift, Joe Alwyn, and Bon Iver's Justin Vernon.
You were my crown, now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
Exile is an unusual track that grows on you with each listen. Despite its melancholy atmosphere, it never becomes a dirge. Vernon's deep, melodious voice is balanced by Taylor's sweeter tone, and the final result is something really special. What artists would you love Taylor to collaborate with?
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
If you're interested, my favorite Taylor Swift song is No Body, No Crime. It's so spooky. Anyway, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Did you manage to snag tickets to the Eras Tour? Did you learn about any new cryptic clues you hadn't noticed before? As always, thank you for joining me on this journey through the WatchMojo archives. See ya!